We'd like to kick off AU with the general session, bright and early Tuesday morning. Don't sleep in. You don't want to miss the general session, where we'll look forward to hearing from Autodesk President and CEO Carl Bass, as well as our Chief Technology Officer, Jeff Kowalski. And we'll get a chance to listen to their insights about the future at Autodesk. And we're going to hear from quite a few other speakers as well, including Franz von Holzhausen, who happens to be the chief designer for Tesla Motors. So you know that he's going to have some great things to show us, as well as Cliff Plumer, who happens to be the CEO for Digital Domain. And they are the company they're responsible for the up and coming movie Tron Legacy. I'm sure you've heard about that by Walt Disney Studios. So a lot of excitement is going to be going on in the general session on Tuesday morning. So you don't want to miss that for sure. I just want to touch on Autodesk University Virtual. Make sure you guys are all familiar with it. Of course, you're experiencing AU Virtual right now by participating in this webcast. But AU Virtual is going to be broadcast live from Las Vegas. There'll be over 200 classes with live Q&A going on as the classes are proceeding. And this year we happen to also be including Spanish and Portuguese, which is really nice for our fellow users who don't speak English. There'll be some product clinics. There'll be over 350 on-demand classes. All the keynotes will be streamed live, including the general session. And this is an opportunity to interact with worldwide Autodesk users, because not everybody can go to the live event in Las Vegas, like lucky you. Some people don't have that opportunity. And so this is a chance for them to also be included and feel like they're experiencing and experience Autodesk University. So one of the main reasons I'm telling you this is because as an AU attendee, you actually receive 4 complimentary AUV Premier Passes, so that you can share this with your coworkers or your friends, whatever the situation is. And this allows them access to those classes, access to everything that you see listed on the page here. It's a great opportunity for you to share with your coworkers, the ones maybe not quite so fortunate to get to go to the live event in Las Vegas. And I thought I'd also share with you, this is just a nice snapshot. You're already familiar with this somewhat. Really nice interface. If you can't go to the live event, I think this is a great way to experience Autodesk University. I'm just going to do a quick day-by-day overview of Autodesk University. I promise I won't go line by line through this because, well, it'll put you to sleep on it, and there's really no need to. I recommend to you that you start every morning by grabbing some breakfast so that your brain is in perfect condition so that you can assimilate as much of the information as possible in your classes. And as I mentioned to you before, of course, we have the welcome and general session that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, bright and early. We really, really hope that you choose to join us for that. We also will have throughout the first couple of days of the conference, we'll have different industry keynotes, and you can see the manufacturing keynote and the education keynote here, as well as AutoCAD and media and entertainment keynote. We really recommend that you attend these. We have great speakers lined up for you for each of these keynotes that you're going to want to, of course, go to the one for your specific industry. And I even heard a rumor that the AutoCAD one might have some Tron in there, which I'm pretty excited about. And then that evening, the exhibit hall opens. That's always exciting. Here you'll see that we have the international community reception going on. We're going to have a lot of great international cuisine. And this is an opportunity for you to see all of the great exhibits inside of the exhibit hall. Just a quick look at Wednesday. We have some more keynotes, right? Infrastructure, building, and plant solutions keynotes. You'll see that the exhibit hall opens from 11:30 to 2 o'clock on Wednesday if you want to take a look in there. And of course, it opens again later on in the evening as well. We have the technology main stage. This is a really interesting format. This is a town hall format, and they've been collecting questions for quite some time. But here you'll have an opportunity to hear from the Autodesk CTO as well as chief technology officers from Dell, HP, and Intel. And you'll see quite a few questions being addressed, concerns addressed. It's a really, really interesting event. Also happening at the same time is the AUGI annual meeting, which of course I always love to go to. And I'll be talking a little bit more about all things AUGI in a couple more slides. And then, of course, the exhibit hall opens up again, and the ever popular AUGI's annual beer bust. Don't want to miss out on that. And on to Thursday. So the last day of the conference, always a sad day, right? So at noon, the AUGI Top Dog Finals will be occurring. And if you are one of the finalists, you want to be there for that so you have a chance to win and become the AUGI Top Dog. And then that evening at 7 o'clock, the conference officially concludes, and you'll have the opportunity to design your own night out, which I'll talk about in just a bit. Always an AU highlight is the exhibit hall. And this year we have over 100 different exhibitors in the exhibit hall, which we're very, very excited about. Here you're going to find authorized developers, solution providers, and of course our strategic partners. Everything software, hardware, you name it, tends to be in the exhibit hall. And instead of this car here, rumor has it we're going to have a Tesla in the customer showcase. So definitely be sure to check out the exhibit hall. Let's take a look at the AUGI highlights. And for those of you who aren't familiar with AUGI, AUGI stands for the Autodesk User Group International. We love AUGI. Their annual meeting is on Wednesday at 6 o'clock, where you'll have the handing over of the official AUGI wish list to the various VPs at Autodesk. Always very exciting. And of course, the AUGI Beer Best. You don't want to miss that, which takes place in the exhibit hall. AUGI Day, as I mentioned when we were talking about packing, is on Wednesday. We want you to wear your logo merchandise on Wednesday. Wednesday is all things AUGI, and here you'll have a chance to win some prizes if people see you in your logo merchandise. And the AUGI Top Dog Competition, also very popular. You can take that test in the AUGI booth. I mean, test is kind of a bad word, right? But this is an opportunity for you to really show off your AUGI, really show off your technical skills and win some great prizes as well. Autodesk University is a great opportunity for you to get certified for free. And some of these exams are worth up to $125. There's preparation classes at AU. There's some free assessment tests that you can take, which is a great idea. So you can see what your chances are of actually passing the certification exam, right? And for those of you who get there early, check out Early Bird Monday, which if you decide to go early to be certified, you can beat the rush and win and be put into a raffle to win an iPad. I think that's actually a great opportunity, and probably the odds will be pretty good. And that's from 2 to 6 on Monday. And then on Wednesday night, they're going to have Inventor Certification Night. There's going to be some experts there. Tom Tremblay and Rob Cohey, two of my favorite Autodeskers, will be there. And you also, if you take the exam on Wednesday night, the Inventor Certification exam, you have an opportunity to win this very cool bike that's displayed over there on the right-hand side of the screen. And there's a lot of certification exams that are offered this year at AU. There's AutoCAD and Civil 3D and Inventor, Revit Architecture, 3ds Max Design, and the newest of the certification exams. We're really excited that we have one for Maya. So don't miss this opportunity to participate. This year at Autodesk University, we're doing something a little bit different. We've created the Design Your Own Night Out. And when you check into Autodesk University, you're going to receive a $75 gift card. And this gift card isn't just good at the Mandalay Bay. It's also good at the MGM Grand, the Bellagio, Aria, the new hotel Aria, the Luxor Hotel, so many different places that you can use your gift card. You could choose to use it maybe to go out to a great dinner. You could use it to go see the great aquarium at the Shark Reef. You can go to a show. You can use it to go shopping if you want. You can buy some gifts for your family or your coworkers who got left behind that when you got to go to Las Vegas and they didn't. Or maybe at the end of the week, you like to spoil yourself and use it for a spa treatment. There are a variety of different ways that you can use the $75, and we're going to leave it up to you to make the most of it. For those of you who haven't been to Autodesk University before, I want to do just a quick run through on the classroom procedure. So when you go to your session, they're going to scan your badge. And if a green light shows up, that means that you're signed up for this class or that there's still plenty of space left in the class. And it's not a problem. You can go on in. And I should mention that if you are registered for a class, you have nothing to worry about. Your seat is absolutely guaranteed. Now, if a red light pops up, that means that you are not registered for that class and the class is full. Okay, but not to worry. If you still, you're determined you really want to get into the class, you just need to wait in line until the class has been going on for about 5 minutes, and then the room monitors will let people go in and fill in any of the no-show seats. So it's usually not a big problem getting into a lecture. The bigger problem comes if you're trying to get into a hands-on labs. Hands-on labs are a lot smaller and a little bit harder to get into and very, very popular too. So the hands-on labs, those are the only classes that are going to have the physical handouts. So as I mentioned to you before, if you want to have a hard copy of the handouts, you need to print those out before you go of all of the classes except for the hands-on labs. And also for those of you who haven't been to AU before, you should know that there are 2 seats per computer. I don't want you to be surprised when you get there. We try to get as many people as possible into those labs. So there'll be 2 people per computer. So you're going to get to know somebody else pretty well. After each class that you attend, you will receive an email asking you to provide feedback on that particular class, on that session. And this is really important to us at Autodesk University. That feedback helps us evaluate the instructors, the classes, and helps us make sure that Autodesk universities in the future, continue to have great instructors and great sessions. So we really appreciate it if you can provide that feedback. You can do it on your own personal computer, or you can do it in the survey stations that are located throughout the conference. If you weren't scanned for the class, you're not going to be able to provide feedback on that class. I think that you could see how that makes sense. And we're totally prepared to bribe you, of course, to get you to fill out those evaluations. Each day we're going to be giving away some free AU 2011 passes, and anybody who submitted an evaluation of a class is going to be entered into that particular giveaway. You don't want to miss out that opportunity, right? And we ask that you provide feedback by 8 o'clock that night so that you can be entered in that day's drawing. If you want to see who the lucky winners are, you can go to the registration area. And I should also mention, when you're filling out the evaluations, we really love your feedback, not just clicking the boxes, but if you do have particular feedback about a class, written feedback is always very valuable. And we really do read your comments. Don't think that they're going into the abyss. We really do take a look at those comments and read them. So we're starting to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for hanging in there. As long as you have, appreciate that. A couple of other random things you should know. Some of you ordered special meals or requested special meals. Just ask the server there in the meal hall, and they'll be happy to help you out. AU is a non-smoking event, so if you do want to smoke, you'll need to go outside to do that. And there will be plenty of AU staff everywhere to help you out. Don't hesitate to ask them. They're all super friendly. I'm always amazed at how friendly they all are. They'll be wearing the red vests that say AU on them. They're there to help you out, to help make sure you have the best experience possible. And I mentioned to you about the class surveys. So we have another survey where you can comment on the entire AU conference. And those survey stations are going to open up on Thursday morning, and we really invite you to participate in those surveys. And once again, we're prepared to bribe you. Everybody who turns in a survey is going to get a chance to win a free AU 2011 pass. You don't want to miss out on that. And once again, we really do care what you think. As being part of the AU team, I can tell you that we pore over those evaluations in an effort to try to make each Autodesk University better than the last. So we really appreciate your comments. For those of you that decide to leave on Thursday, we want you to know that there is a bag check available for you over at Autodesk University in the South Convention Center, the main floor, Bayside A. Of course, that's right next to registration. You can check your bag in as early as 6:30 in the morning and keep them there free of charge until 8 o'clock at night to make it easy on you. So keep that in mind. And I mentioned to you before that we're not printing the Autodesk University show guide this year in an effort to be green. And you may choose to print it yourself. You actually don't need to. You can download it to your laptop, or you can download it to your PDA via that mobile application. It's completely searchable, and you don't need to make a hard copy of it. By all means, of course, if you want to. That's your decision. But there's lots of great information in there, including everything that I've talked about today in this webcast. And most of your answers should be answered inside of the show guide. So if you have further questions, you probably do have some questions. Hopefully you've been typing them in as I've been going through this presentation. But don't hesitate to email Autodesk University folks, Autodesk University at autodeskevents.com. And you can see that there on the screen. And I don't mind if you email me either. Feel free to contact me, and I'll try to put you in touch with the right person, lynn.allen at autodesk.com. I'm happy to hear from you. And there's some phone numbers there as well. If some of you prefer to just pick up the phone and call, not a problem. So it's a wrap. You know all the inside tips and tricks about Autodesk University, and I am sure that you're going to have the greatest AU experience possible. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to check out this webcast today, and I really look forward to seeing you at Autodesk University 2010.